Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we are going to be making a chocolate cake with homemade peanut butter icing, okay? So this is a recipe that I've had since back in the 80s. A friend of mine gave it to me at church and it's just great. I love it. I love it. To me, it's like eating a Reese cupcake, you know? I'm gonna start out. I tried to save a little time since we're doing two things here instead of one. Tried to save a little time. I put 2 cups of sugar in here, white sugar, and I put 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour in here. Instead of dirtying all these things up, since I got a lot to do today, I'm just going to put that in my stand mixer's container. Then I'm going to put 3/4 cup of Hershey's cocoa. Baker's, you know what I'm talking about. Hershey's. I was looking for it there. I had it just a second ago. I might have put it back up. I did. But it's Hershey's cocoa. Powdered cocoa. You know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to put 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1 1/2. I'm gonna save this can and put my I'll label it all the way around, but I'm gonna put my baking soda in it because it's just so, they come up with the nicest thing when they come up with that little slide that is on the top of your can, so you can just slide your spoon over that and it'd be very, very level. Now we're going to put, that was 1 1/2 teaspoons. Now we're going to do 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. Then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. That's all of our dry ingredients. We're going to put them, I'm just going to pop them in my stand mixer here and turn it on low and let it mix that up a little bit. Let me get that. Now, you might say to yourself, well, Nan, why are you mixing it in your mixer bowl? You know what? Because I've got a lot of things to do today, and I don't want to dirty another pot. Don't know if y'all are like that. You can call me lazy if you want to, but I've already beat that up real good. I'm making a little well down in the center. And I'm going to put 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And I'm going to put 1 cup of milk. 1 cup of milk. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm going to combine these, okay? Let's mix this up real good right now. And I've got 1 cup of water that I'm getting ready to turn on over here on the high. I'm heating my water to boiling stage, 1 cup. And the last thing I'm going to do is pour my water in there, okay? And then I'm going to pop it in a 350-degree oven. We'll be right back. One thing that I left out was 2 eggs. I'm getting ready to break those and put those in my batter. I was sitting right there looking at them and thought, what did I leave out? So I'm going to turn that on and get it started. We'll beat those eggs up. Our water is boiling, so we're going to slowly put in our 1 cup of water. Now that's going to make a runny batter, okay? Just slowly put that in till it mixes. I've got my baker's pan coating, homemade baker's pan coating, and I'm going to coat my pan well with it. While that's mixing, if you don't know how to make this baker's coating, just go up to the top of your page, click on Farm Cooking with Nan, type it into your search bar. Farm Cooking with Nan. I know I'll have people asking. Just type in Farm Cooking with Nan and then type in Baker's Pan Coating and click, and it will bring it up for you to click on. Just write on their recipe or video or whatever. Be nice to do the video. We've got that all done. Our batter is probably ready to be poured into our cake pan. My oven is almost heated, totally up. Let me grab my spatula. Okay. This is one of my favorite cakes. I love desserts, so I hear my oven singing. Okay, we've got this out. I'm going to pour it into my pan. And you say, oh, Nan, that's the runniest batter ever. Yes, it is. But it's just amazing how all those things come together. I hope y'all have had a great day, getting ready for a big weekend. Y'all be careful out there. Going to be a lot of people on the road. I know there'll be a lot of people traveling. My oven is ready to go, and I'm going to slip this in, okay? This is a 9 by 13-inch pan, okay? And we're going to bake it about 30 to 35 minutes. We'll see you back. Okay, I've got 1 stick of butter melted in here. I've got 1/2 cup of peanut butter. I wiped a little bit of coating inside my dish before I put it so it just slides right out. Always works, or if you have spray, you can spray it. Then I'm going to put 1/3 cup of milk. And I'm going to put Look at my recipe again. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Hang on a minute. 1 teaspoon, should be right there. Love these little magnetic measuring things. Now I'm going to put it on the stove and bring it up. Let me move you over there. Okay, we're over at the stove. I've got you about as close as I can. As you see there, I am melting the, I've let the butter melt first and then I added it in. What we want to do is bring it up to where it's starting to boil. Not too fast. Not too fast. We're going to bring it up to a boil. See, it's starting. And we're going to just bring it up to where it's starting to boil. Stir it good because you don't want your peanut butter sticking to the bottom. I hope I'm not making you dizzy because I'm holding this with my hand. It's just, see that little bubble? I hope y'all can see that. As soon as it comes up to that, we're going to remove it, okay? I removed it from the stove. It's still bubbling a little bit. You just want to bring it to a boil. You don't want it to, you don't want to start cooking it, just bring it to a boil. And then I'm going to put 4 cups, and I do this a little bit at a time because sometimes I don't use all the 4 cups. Stir it in a little bit at a time. If you want to use your mixer, you can do that. Let's see, I've got 1 more minute and my cake will come out of the oven. This is just like it's just like putting peanut butter. I said it's like putting peanut butter fudge on your cake. Look at this. It's delicious. And we'll set that off onto, I don't want to set that on my counter thing there. And take my cake out. I'm checking it. Okay. Now, sorry. This is what happens whenever you're trying to do it live. Turn off my oven. I like to put this on while it is warm. Let me get my spatula. Okay, I got my cake icing, and I already gave a piece out of it before I got ready to get myself one. So I'm just going to cut me a little piece with this. Probably going to make a mess. I'm going to tell you something that I done. Part of my icing. Part of my icing fell off there. I'm going to tell you something that I done. I added just a little bit of milk into my icing. It was way too thick. It had to be to where I could turn it up and pour it on my cake and then smooth it out. So in order to get that consistency, you either need to add just a little bit more milk, or you need to not put a whole 4 cups of powdered sugar in there, okay? I'm going to turn off the camera and take a quick picture before I take a bite. Let's get us a bite. That cake is so moist. It's moist. Roll over there for them. Is this a day for videoing or what? This is delicious. You will not be disappointed in this cake or this icing. Like I said, just make your icing to, I mean, it was way too thick. When I lifted that up out of there, I thought, So then when I got ready to icing my cake, I thought this is not going to work. So I went ahead and added some milk to it to thin it down. And it's delicious. It's delicious. I hope y'all make you some. I hope y'all have a blessed 4th of July weekend. I really do. I love y'all. And I just want to say how much I appreciate all of the people that ordered and all of the people that couldn't. I love y'all the same. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to place my order tomorrow and get it all into my Pampered Chef representative. I had a couple people fussing because I put a different link on there. Well, because I put a link on there. Because Jackson, when they did the little potato chips, he used a mandolin, and everybody started sending me messages behind the scenes saying, Nan, where did that come from? What's it called? And I said, Pampered Chef. And they said, well, how do we get it? And I thought, so I called my Pampered Chef representative, Miss Myra, and I said, what can I do? And she said, we'll just leave a link on there. And anytime you're using utensils and stuff and people want to know where they got it, they can order it off your site. And that way it makes it more convenient for you all. You know how it's been in the past. It's not like I'm pushing anything. This is for convenience for you. Because if you can't get what I'm using, it's not going to do you any good. So, and it's just like whenever I was telling everybody about the green chopper. I say, hey, I get that from Walmart. I don't get anything from Walmart. And I'm not a representative for Pampered Chef. I want y'all to know that. This is just in case you need it. In case you need it, this is where you can get it. That's the way it is, okay? I'm going to let y'all go, and I hope to not have to say anything about this again. Like I said, had a couple people said I'm not going to be following you anymore because I feel like you're selling Pampered Chef, and I don't like it. And so I'm sorry. I mean, I really am sorry. I felt like that was the way that I could earn my pots and pans, and that's why I did it. So you need to look around and see how many cooks that you can find that it's not selling something, and I sell nothing. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that. I feel like doing the video back over because I hate to even bring it up. But there's going to be some people complain. If it rains, they'll complain that sun should shine. And if it's sun shining, they'll complain it should rain. So I just have to let it go and put it in God's hands. He knows my heart. I do love you all. I really do. And I appreciate everything y'all have done for me. And I hope that something that I have done will bless you. And I hope that the Lord will bless you. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope you excuse me, are with family and with friends, and you can celebrate America, our veterans, what they've done, what America's done, and the great land that we live in, and in God we trust. We put everything in His hands, don't we? I'm rambling on. I better get off of here. I love y'all. And you know, above all things, if I never say anything else, how much more the Lord loves you. He loves you so very much. Have a good weekend. Lord willing, we'll see you again on Monday. God willing.